Hey, hey, hey! What's up, everybody? Welcome to Girl Chat Sports, live with Mo and Mel. Is that me? That I don't know. I feel like I can hear a lot. Turn your volume down a little bit, maybe, Mo.
I did turn it down.
Oh, you did?
What
Oh,
are you hearing?
okay. Like just background?
You hear the TV?
No, I
Maybe
don't
my
know. It's all good.
thermostat?
No, you're good. You're good. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mo and Mel, Girl Chat Sports. I am live. If you see behind me, this is the link. The stage is here. All the draft experience behind me. I am live on the strip. Mo's gonna join me later on to get some footage. We're gonna check out the action. We've got a lot to talk about. I'm just
Maybe you're
trying
hearing the
to.
live activity of the strip.
Maybe that's it.
It's quiet over
that
here.
that's definitely it. We appreciate everyone that's tuning in. If you're tuning in right now, make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. Will this will be posted later, and of course, we'll make sure to show off some good content for you. I just want to show you, for all those that didn't catch it, some of the video I got yesterday in regards to the Bellagio. The stage is set in the Bellagio for the red carpet. Again, the draft is not taking place at the Bellagio. It's just for the red carpet experience. They're putting on a lot of time for this, with not a lot happening there, except for, of course, the draft. So here we go. I'll check it out.
Let's see.
Hey, hey,
That's it?
fancy. Yeah, that was it. I mean, that's what I caught yesterday when I was walking the strip.
Oh
It's
yeah, the fountain show
beautiful.
looks nice
And
though.
I caught it right on time when the fountains were going off. It was great. Pretty cool to look at. What's up to Jose and Straight Bet Sports?
What's up,
Again,
Jose?
catch up Jose later. He'll be on at 9, I think. We're a little late tonight. This is the special after dark edition, as you can tell. Live in Las Vegas. Behind me is an NFL draft experience. We are a special live from Las Vegas after dark episode. So, anyways, hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's doing good. If you are in Las Vegas or have come to Las Vegas for the draft, we got some tips and stuff. We got the schedule for you. If you haven't done it yet and you plan to come out here or want to see who's going to be out here signing autographs, make sure you download the NFL One Pass. It'll have your free admission little barcode to scan to get in to the festivities, and as well to kind of figure out where you're at, where all things are located, and be able to go through there. So, anyways, on that, Mo, you're a huge Twitter person. You've always been bigger on Twitter than me.
Yeah.
Big news this weekend, of course. This week, of course, that Elon Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion. What do you see as being different on Twitter with Elon at the
I mean,
helm?
I haven't seen anything change as of yet. There might be some
Uh-huh.
people that were uninvited guests being invited guests again, possibly in the near future. I mean, he may have bought it because he didn't want the kid tracking his pattern on that plane. You know, it's like, I'll show you.
Right.
You're not going to be tracking me where I'm coming and going, packing into my stuff. 44 billion price to not get stocked, I guess. Wow, pretty expensive ticket. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's to come of Twitter. We'll see. It's one of those things that, people acquire these monopolies and try to change the narrative of what they want on the platform. People are very concerned about the freedom of speech and the freedom of no consequence, because you'll be behind a keyboard and you can say anything you want at any given moment.
Right.
No penalties of getting blocked
Right.
or reported or, suspended or privileges taken away. I think it's going to be very interesting if that is something that plays out. A lot of questions I ask for people are you going to stay or are you going to go? You going to stay on the platform or are you going to leave? What are you going to do? You got Reddit. You got a couple other places you can go. I'm a TikTok person now. I mean, there's some other outlets. You still got the IG, Facebook thing, I guess, popping. And I don't know. It's going to be interesting.
Oh, man.
I feel like no change is going to happen like this soon. I think it'd probably be, I don't know, down the road. But I do expect uninvited guests to be invited back. I'm not going to be surprised by that.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Should be interesting. I'm hoping. Well, hopefully there's not much change. We'll see how it goes. shout out to Natalie, who's also my equipment manager for the night tonight.
Hey,
You might catch a glimpse of her in the reflection of the show. So yeah, we're down here hanging out. Yes, for sure. So another hot topic, which we didn't really get to touch on much yet, and I want to show a little bit of that video here.
Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop back. Let's lose the horse, man. Come on. Hey, Mike, come on. Let's go stop back. Let's lose the horse, man.
Yeah, so Mike Tyson, I think we all have similar thoughts on this, but if you've watched the clip, this was just the clip of Mike Tyson hitting this man who had, for who knows how long, was bothering Mike Tyson in his seat, trying to get on his nerve. He was trying to irk him off, basically. I mean, he was sitting there, bugging him, talking to him, trying to get attention. His boy the entire time is filming him while he's looking at the camera. So you know there's something going on here that has to be planned. And of course, after enough time, he lit Mike Tyson's fuse and he gets a few punches in the head. So, I mean, do you blame Mike Tyson for this, or how are you feeling on this one?
I don't blame him for it at all, and I need people to leave us alone. He took a selfie with the guy already. He shook hands, talked to the guy, engaged with him enough, sat down in his seat, minding his own business, and the guy wants to be intrusive. And, you know, that's annoying. It really is. Like, I mean, when are you going to just leave people the heck alone? He appeased you once, and I guess the guy has a history of some felony crimes.
Yeah, he has a lot of history too.
Stuff. So it's like, how did you even get access to be in this man's space in the first doggone place? Is what I want to know. And to your point, it was probably set up for TikTok views and that kind of thing. But he put the paws on him, and he didn't beat him up too bad because the guy was still conscious. See, usually it's a KO knockout. He was conscious still with a little frown on his face. Right. So he was lucky he didn't get that. But leave people alone. I see celebrities all the time. Vegas is one of those cities we run into people, and we're always like, "Oh, that's so and such. Oh, and that's so and such." Leave them alone.
Or say hi, but that's it. Don't sit there and make a huge. This was too much, especially on the plane. Like, we have enough issues on the planes as it is, and you want to start.
But it's people that do that in general anyway. I always get the drunk person coming up to me out. Hey, what do you think? Get out of my face. What are you talking about? Leave me alone.
Well, he got what he wanted. He got what he wanted.
Shoot.
Yeah, that was
that definitely had consequences. And I have to say, for the first time in life, this is actually a benefit for us. We're not the ones in trouble as a race of people for attacking a white person. This was the only one I've ever seen on TV that was justifiable. Most everybody validating Mike Tyson's actions and all in a mutual agreement that was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So big ups to that.
It was definitely well deserved.
I've never seen
Unfortunately, what's going to happen is going to be something, there will be an issue, of course, if he decides to have a lot or, press charges or have a lawsuit, because, I'm sure for Mike Tyson, it's more like just get rid of the problem, so giving up some money, settling out. I mean, that's unfortunately.
I don't even know if the guy deserves to file a lawsuit, but he will.
He already found an attorney, so I mean, it's only step matters before that it happens. I don't know.
So he gets a little payday for a cut on the forehead. Yeah, but when is it enough? I need people to stop being intrusive with folks. We just got over a pandemic. Aren't you conditioned to stay 6 feet from people? Have you not learned?
Some people have no idea.
Like, come on. It's just crazy. Okay, so the Denver Nuggets and Golden State Warriors are playing. It's tied at halftime. 48-48. This is the
winner go home for the Nuggets.
This is the winner go home for the Warriors.
So what is it again?
It's 48-48 at the half.
Oh my goodness.
Shout out to Kente that's in the chat who was saying that the Warriors are cruising. And I'm like, what you mean? They're not cruising anymore. They are
yeah.
We gotta make sure they get over the hump. Jeez.
Gotta make sure. Gotta make sure. Oh my goodness. There was some bad blood, okay, in
Mhm.
regards to some of these. We all know the Nets got swept. Okay, Celtics took them out, and this is Brooklyn Nets, like the Lakers, were two of the teams at the beginning of the season that were favored to be making it to the
Right.
championship. I mean, you figure you got
I don't know why the Lakers was
KD,
in that conversation.
Kyrie. They make a trade midway through the season. Ben Simmons, who never played. And, of course, Twitter and everybody was going at it. You had a lot of Chuck and KD were going at it. Charles Barkley, of course, was mentioning him numerous times on the NBA on TNT. They had a bitter back and forth. KD got in his feelings and was, trying to come back at Chuck, showing him pictures of him at the Sixers and the other people that he was with that never got a championship. But what was another thing that was funny was that the Ben Simmons thing. So they're literally
Yeah, the memes are
mocking
great.
this guy. Yeah,
The
it was
memes are great.
hilarious. They were hilarious. And this one too, Ben Simmons saw what Tatum did to KD in game 3 and asked for a doctor's note. Because Ben Simmons, literally, he could have played in game 4 and he basically said that he was sick or that he still wasn't able to play. He was having a soreness still, and that was the reason why he couldn't. When technically, apparently, everybody thought Ben Simmons would be ready to be able to play for game 4. And that was a big no. One thing I did forget to put on the show was that, during the Hawks game I think it was last night, I hadn't realized this until it was happening, but they did like one of those celebrity lookalike on the Jumbotrons, and they did a couple of different people. And of course, they put up Usher, and here comes John Morant's dad, T. Morant, and literally looks just like Usher.
Yeah, he's
Did
been
you see
looking like
that?
Usher. He's been looking like somebody.
Oh
But
man.
back to the thing of the Nets, okay? Here's
Yeah.
the situation, okay? Ben Simmons is robbing the league right now for $20 million. I will say that. For the
Yeah.
simple fact that now they're saying that his mental, he's having anxiety and things, and the anxiety is causing pains in his back, not making him being able to play, which I get in mental health. Sometimes your mentals can play a role. Your mind
Sure.
tells your body what to do, tells your mind tells your body how to react and stuff. But at the end of the day, you did not play, sir. And your whole issue at first was just to leave Philadelphia. You wanted to get out of that toxicity.
I thought his mental health was
that
from
was
Philadelphia.
I thought
Yeah.
it was, yeah, that's what I thought too. Now it's something else. And honestly, are we playing or are we not? I mean, I know you want to keep that $20 million. I know Rich Paul wants to get his percentage, so he's going to push this all the way through so he can get his cut.
Right.
But maybe you need to go back to Melbourne, sir. Take a mental break for the winter. Our summer is Australia's winter. Right now it's summertime.
I mean, do something.
There, go back home, figure it out. Because the thing of it is there are people that are really buying into your reasoning of not playing. But this was not what the Nets signed up for in acquiring you. You were supposed to be there for the game, post-game series. That was on the promise of that. You did not oblige to that. So what is going to happen, sir? I'm kind of tight about it. Like, I'm kind of tight. I mean,
if you were, luckily we're not Nets fans, but
well, I mean, how do they feel about this? I need to know how Nets fans feel about this, because honestly, I never predicted the Nets to go anyway. I wasn't really thinking they would make it, maybe, but they're a mess within itself because they really don't have a definitive captain of a team over there. So without some kind of leadership, it's not going to ever work, in my opinion. That's just my opinion.
I mean,
but you had Kyrie off for all these months. Stephen A. went in on about that. I think that's nothing compared to what Ben Simmons has done during this post-game series. You were on the promise, sir, that you were going to be playing in the post-games.
Well, and the combination of two, the combination of the both.
It comes in game 4, and you're still sitting on the bench with that colored outfit on.
Well, and I think too, Kyrie was talking about how, they didn't have a chance to mesh. Well, why do you not think you had a chance to mesh? I mean, you didn't get your vaccine, which caused you not to be able to be playing at home games.
Right.
So that's also an issue. Then you got Ben Simmons. It's just the Nets.
I mean, was he not conditioning and practicing when these back spasms were occurring? Is that? I just need to know. I've got so many questions.
all need to know. There's so.
I mean,
where are the Nets fans at? We need those Nets fans to chime in
really
here.
Seriously, and I know when Naomi Osaka, for instance, was claiming hers, that was real, and not for nothing. You can't even compare the two, because Naomi Osaka was our own individual athlete. This man is responsible with a team. So what is going on with you, sir, that you need to do this. And if it's really the serious thing, then you need to get some help. I don't see any team acquiring you. Kente saying he might get traded to the Houston Rockets. For what? His value is ridiculously overpriced, and you can't get him in a mental mindset to actually effectively play.
And who knows if he'll actually be okay to play. You needed to leave Philadelphia to be able to play mentally.
Your reason was because
you leave and you still don't have an issue.
Yes, you had issues with Joel Embiid and the rest of the team over there. You had issues with Joel Embiid saying about your shooting and all this stuff, so you wanted to leave. That was your reason. Now the reason has changed to something else. I'm just very confused. Now my mentals are in question because I don't know what's going on. This is very confusing to me. And it's giving me anxiety because I don't know what the heck you do when you're sitting on $20 million and you're not playing for the money that you're
buying all these fabulous clothes and showing them off while you're sitting on the bench.
Well, then I need to be on the bench then. Pay me $20 million. I got fabulous ideas for clothes. I mean, if that's all they need, I'll definitely
You should be his stylist right now is what you should be doing.
Let me just be the fashion plate and sit on the court. Sit at court side and just look cute. You know what I mean? Like, God, if that's all it takes. But if it is a mental thing, he definitely needs to get the help. So I hope he can do that. But go back to Melbourne, sir. Play the Australian League. Get your mentals back. Get some help.
I mean, that's my thing is like, have you been in therapy? If you have mental health issues, the one thing you should be doing is being in therapy to address those issues.
He was supposed to be.
Yeah. So if you're not, then what's the take? You can't say you claim to have mental health issues and not be trying to work at it. Whether it be meds, whether it be therapy. I mean, there's something you should be doing to actively help that. If this is your career and you can't do your career because of it, what are you doing to change that? Or are you just not going to play?
Thing too. You made a great point. Is this his own self-diagnosis or is this coming from the therapist? Because he was supposed to have therapy in Philadelphia for some stuff, and they were asking him for doctor's notes and all of that and notes on what's going on, and he wouldn't provide them. So I'm very confused. I don't even want to talk about this thing. This is so stupid.
We know that's Natalie's team too, so she had a whole. But she said Ben and Kyrie can go fly a kite.
Oh wow! Yeah,
and they may just have to.
Right. What's up, Miss Volundy? Had a great show too. She had a great show this evening.
Wonderful.
But yeah, shout out to Heather Reddy too. Whatever. He's goofy for that. I don't know. It's goofy. It's goof troops. It's screaming goof troop to me right now. Like, I don't know.
It's a lot. Yeah. I think everybody in the country is disappointed, Natalie. It's not just you. It's not just, I think anybody beyond Nets fans are disappointed in how this has gone. I mean you see how.
I'm just a player on the Nets. I'd be feeling some type of way. Man, and I think they do low key. They might. I don't know. Get swept by the Celtics.
Oh, that was happening. It's just too much, way too much.
Yeah, it is.
But here is our current playoff picture update as of today because of the Bulls getting knocked out. Of course, the Bulls had lost, had already been out ball. They lost Levine due to COVID. I don't know. I didn't catch the game, but Caruso had a concussion after Sunday. Did Caruso play even, or was he out?
No, he wasn't playing either. It was a massacre.
Yeah. So can you imagine your best three players? I mean, not best three because obviously DeRozan's still there, but DeRozan can't carry the team on his own.
No, he can't.
I mean, it was a lot. Unfortunately, the Bulls did make the playoffs. Hey, we won more playoff games than the Nets, but hopefully it's just a sign for things to come. Of course, there could be some trades in the offseason with Levine. Who knows, whatever else. But this is our current playoff picture. Of course, that the Warriors and Nuggets are playing right now. The Heat had clinched the series over the Hawks. Yeah, and of course the Celtics over the Nets. But
I mean, not for nothing. I'm happy that you guys even made it to the playoffs. It's been since 8 seasons that you guys
for sure.
And the fact that it's the Bucks, it's not like you lost to some
It's tough.
These are the reigning champions. Okay.
Yes. And you're out 3 key players. Yeah, it's just like,
It was too many factors. You had Lonzo gone most of the season. I mean, it was just so much. And DeMar,
it could have definitely been a closer series had we had everybody healthy. Granted, maybe still not win because it is the Bucks. I mean, Giannis is just so unstoppable, and the rest of that team is just great. But 3 of the key players gone, and you're going up right against the Bucks in the first.
But I will say this to the Bulls: you guys had a game on Sunday, your first home game.
Yes.
Playoff in 8 seasons, and you lose by 30 points. I want my money back. I want a refund. I watched that game and you guys did not show up. You gave no effort.
No, they showed up in game 2 though. Game 2 was great, but after that it was a whole.
Sunday, I'm gonna tell you something. how much do those tickets cost? They cost a lot of money. They did not walk in there to expect the Bulls to be down by 30. I say this should be a rule. I want a partial refund. You guys did not show up to work like you were supposed to.
But
I
again, they
paid this
also
money.
got to be there during a playoff game, which hasn't happened in so long.
I don't care. This is Chicago. We are back.
But it ain't like it was LA Laker money for playoffs. I mean, the Bulls tickets weren't going that crazy.
It's still $250.
Yeah, but it was the experience, Mo. It was the experience of being
by 30
there.
points. Are you serious? In Chicago? At home?
Tough.
Where Jordan Jersey hangs from the rafters and you got 5 championships back? No. I want a partial refund. I'm not even a Bulls fan. I'm mad about that. I want a partial refund.
No,
I sat up there and watched that game at home and saw them lose by 30 points. They gave no effort.
I watched
whatsoever.
nothing. It was terrible.
They suited up and stood on the court.
Whatever happened on that plane ride back, it just affected them, and they couldn't even get it together. So Kente's talking about your Lakers.
Like I said, you have to give it, but that's ridiculous. Y'all ain't been to a playoffs in 8 seasons. Y'all first home game back for the playoff season, and this is what you do. No, I want partial refund. Who do you talk to about that? That's not fair. That's not fair.
What's this? Do we have
going into? Not to mention game 2 when DeMar DeRozan dropped 40. Like, okay, we're expecting the same showtime coming into Chicago. What
and
happened?
DeMar was way off on game 3.
Jesus.
He had nothing.
That was awful.
Nothing.
So
I know Iguodala's out tonight with the Warriors. Do you think that's what their key struggle is right now for them? Or
no, I think Draymond being out would be worse.
Okay.
Because he's definitely more defensively effective. When I watch.
So they're both out?
No, I think no.
Draymond's
in. It's just that I'd rather have Iggy out versus Draymond. But having Iguodala out definitely is a factor as far as utilizing your bench and giving those guys a rest. But he was even trying to shoot threes the last game and was missing them. So I don't know. It's kind of tit for tat. But I don't like him being tied up right now. That's crazy.
And it is speculative that Booker is going to be returning for the Suns come game 6 or 7, which I'm sure the Suns would be appreciative and wanting to happen. So we'll see how that plays out. If that happens.
They've been balling.
Man, listen, Ja Morant, look, I think you sent it to me on a post-it. These kids, like you said, have it. Like, when we were kids, I had Jordan posters all over my room. It's something that you could get at the stores all the time. We won't see posters too often. But this guy right here in this dunk, I can't remember who had said it, but I saw it on Facebook. It was one of our friends that had mentioned, like, someone needs a drug test Ja, because the way he's dunking is just, I mean, this is just the poster of it. But if you saw the whole motion of him and how he just glided above, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
How does a freshly Tito at 20-something need drug testing? That's the energy these Titos have. That's what we're not. We forget how young we were when we were our 20s and spry we were, and we could do these amazing things.
We could do all the things. We could be up. We didn't need any sleep. We could be doing whatever we wanted and still be functioning for the whole day. So.
Get up, go out, come home, shower, go to work, go out, come home, shower, go to work. Come out. Listen, and there was no drugs involved at that time.
Nothing. Was nothing.
He's a young kid that's spry. Let's just charge to that.
So we've got some Jugadores Locos.
There's never wasn't in that one. He should have just been in that one.
I mean, I think that would be like a MIA if we had an MIA missing in action.
Jugadores Locos. He's Jugadores Locos right now.
Yeah. So first one, Von Miller. So he was dating a girl back in 2020, and apparently, he started sending some sexually explicit images of her or the two of them to a couple of other celebrities, saying that basically, if this the B word that you want, you can have her, dog. So I don't know if there was someone trying to come and infiltrate on the girl he was dating, but apparently that took place in 2020. She's now filing a lawsuit against Von Miller for sharing those images.
Why is he looking like that in that picture?
I don't know, but here's my thing too.
He looks like he's shocked that he's getting the.
What do you think happens to your pictures that are nudes or sexually explicit if they're on your man's phone? I mean, can you?
You trust that they don't do that to her.
Exactly, but at the same time, is maybe just not have them have it, or you
trust that they don't. You're in a relationship. You trust that you have the utmost. First of all, it's a respect thing. You trust that they have at least that much respect for you not to do something so heinous.
You would hope.
That's what you hope.
Yes.
But that is just hurtful and degrading. And
it's
I swear,
terrible.
if someone did that vice versa to him, he'd be trying to file a lawsuit. How dare you?
Because I'm sure there was more than one girl that he was dating too. So who knows? What's up, Donnell? Shout out to Let the Ball Bounce.
out,
Appreciate you
Goose.
tuning in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just bad.
Ugh,
I mean, I
it's-
don't do that anyway because I don't trust some of these guys. But I mean,
Thank
if you really
you.
trust some of them,
I don't trust nobody. Listen.
The Google images would be popping with the Photoshop.
My thing is, if you see all those images, just see it in person. You know what I mean? Go fly to see her or do whatever, bring her in, and you can see it in person.
I mean, I agree, Heather. She's like, it's disappointing. It really is. And again, like I said, you put your trust in somebody. You feel comfortable enough around someone to do that. You know, and that's the thing. You let your guard down on certain things, and guys violate, women violate. I mean, it's just, it's bad. Like, it goes both ways. And that's what relationships you think that you've got this person, even if the arrangement is him dating other women, at least there's a respect between both parties. We're not gonna violate each other.
If you dating other women, you're not having pictures of me, period. Like, that's just,
I mean, I need to see what we're working with here. What depends on what the work is looking like. I don't know.
I mean, sexually explicit. It's one thing if you got selfies and you're sending your man, sending this guy you're dating pictures of you and doing, whatever you're doing. Hey, I'm at the NFL draft. But not when you're in some provocative positions or no clothes.
She could have been in Fenty lingerie. You know what I'm saying? And been and still felt some type of way. You know what I mean? It's a violation of trust. You just don't do it.
Very much so. Very much.
I don't care if I'm in one of your jersey tees and short booty shorts and I'm brushing my teeth and you take a picture and post. You violating, sir.
Right.
I thought I trusted you. Boy.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting for him because, he is up in Buffalo. We'll see if there's anything going to be changing for him up in Buffalo. Maybe he'll get the act together. Who knows? Next guy on our list, Keon. I think it's Keon Dooling. So he played in the NBA for 13 years. He was actually a union officer for the NBA or the NBPA, and he's the current assistant coach for the Jazz. He was put on administrative paid leave because he was arrested yesterday. Remember, we've talked about this before. There was a whole investigation, of 18 former players, being charged with illegally pocketing millions of dollars by defrauding the league's health and welfare. Right. This guy was actually the assistant. One of the guys, not just the union officer, but he was the assistant vice president for the NBAPA. So this guy was a leader in most of this. They said he got almost $350,000 off of the planned proceeds illegally. And this is like a $5 million case or something like that too. So
I'm just sick of seeing black men doing some crazy and going nuts. I'm just tired of it. Is there anybody else going nuts out here? Why is it always us? I'm just.
And why are you on paid administrative leave? Why are we still paying you if you got $350,000 you just?
I don't know, and that's why he's in the Jugadores Locos. People are losing their minds. I'm just so over it. Goofy.
It's ridiculous. I know.
And you think you're not gonna get caught? Like, it's just crazy.
They all think that. Yeah.
I can't.
And the last one, Adam Anderson, played for Georgia. This guy.
God, another one.
This guy was one of the top prospects for the 2022 draft. Right now, he could be here in Las Vegas attempting to be drafted, which they said he was, one of the top prospects as a linebacker. This kid's 6'5", 230 pounds. So back in October of 2021, there was an incident where allegedly he had raped a 21-year-old in Athens, Georgia. Well, he had been arrested and released on bail. As of yesterday, he was indicted by a grand jury on those rape charges, and now he's facing arraignment for June 13th. Your whole college career, your whole professional career now is basically down the drain.
We've seen this play out before. These folks, I don't know when they'll learn, but I just can't take it with folks and doing the things that they do. He was found guilty of this. It wasn't like any kind of circumstantial stuff. Like the girl was
indicted by the grand jury on rape charges. So he basically he was dismissed by the Bulldogs after the initial charges. And after yesterday's hearing, I think it was yesterday, it was this week, he got indicted by the grand jury. So his arraignment hearing is June 13th. He is no longer, a factor in football at this point. Like, after being he was like a top top prospect for the draft. Currently, right now behind us, he could be here.
He could have been a Seahawk, huh?
Could have. We would have. Hey, listen, we definitely need those. We definitely need those. Yeah, Heather. It's the choices some of these young men make, and it's unfortunate.
I'm just sick of seeing it. I really am. Like, we just got to get it together. I'm sick of this.
Yeah. And it could also be that those are the ones that in the news media outlets. There's, I'm sure, 1,000 other ones that we're not seeing.
Yeah, well, we need to find those because I'm sick of highlighting this. That's crazy. I mean, we can't be the only ones losing our minds in this athletic world. Can't be just the one last story of the Seahawk player freaking beating the one woman. I mean, that can't be it. There's got to be more.
There's got it. Hey, let me know. Dig deep with me. If anybody out there that watches the show and sees some things come across their feed or their timeline, please let us know. It is.
Please
it's
do.
Ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
And these guys got to make better choices in life. They got to really start making. Who's your team? Like, you need a squad that's tight with the same type of value system that's gonna not mess up your bag. You just need people in your corner. Your friends,
mentors. Where are the mentors? Where are these? Where are these guys that can help these young men come up and start doing well and being able to make the right choices and to know when to leave a situation and to not be around? Yeah, it's unfortunate. So we'll get into some Vegas sports. We'll turn this around a little bit. The Las Vegas Aces, they got their first game this Sunday versus Minnesota. Again, the Lynx in Minnesota, 11 a.m. They actually have their media day this Monday, which is going to be exciting. Yeah, regular season for the WNBA kicks off on the 6th, and the Aces play in Phoenix against the Mercury at 7 o'clock. Their home opener for the Aces is Mother's Day, which is next Sunday, the 8th. I won't be in town, but hey, I hope you enjoy the game.
I want to take my mom. She wants to go so badly to an Aces game, so I think that's what
Listen, so the Aces, the home opener is Sunday against the Seattle Storm on the 8th on Mother's Day. But can we just talk about Miss Becky Hammon? This woman came out to practice with some drip on. So I wasn't sure what the shoes were, but of course I'm looking to my fashion guru here, Miss Mo. She has was it Givenchy?
Givenchy.
Givenchy. See,
that's why
I'm not the sports chick.
I know. Everybody tries to pronounce it Givenchy, but it's Givenchy. If you're gonna pay $650 for sneakers, you need to at least pronounce it right. Don't be an idiot out there in the fashion world. Make sure you're saying this language right. If you're gonna speak it, if you're gonna wear it, you need to be able to speak it. And that's basically what they are. They are the city sneakers by Givenchy, very popular style in the designer shoe world. You kind of can see them quite a bit.
And if you want these shoes, hit up your girl Mo.
Yeah, hit me up.
I'm curious to know what those reviews were. Like, is 3 stars because they're too expensive for what they are, or
probably the fit of them, because they don't understand what designer shoes you need to size up. They run very narrow. It is still a European fit, and if you are a wide, you may want to go up 2 sizes. Usually in my designer shoes that I do own, I have to go up literally a size, sometimes 2, depending on what it is. Yeah, get that million. But hey, listen, this is what these people with money buy.
But I mean, listen, she was also the assistant coach for the Spurs, so she was still getting money there too.
And who's to say, if you have a team, you get a apparel request, and some of these fashion houses will shoot you a freebie, but those type of houses don't. You really have to go ahead.
And of course, they were in the Aces colorways too, so it just popped that
black, red. It depends on where she bought them. She probably got them from Neiman's or Saks.
Most definitely.
Yes, you are due for a pair that I can order for you because we do not have them in store, Donnell. I am so sorry. But the designer shoe swag is the game right now. When you're in your 40s or 50s, we graduate from the Jordans and Dunks. We wear those, but we also own our designer wears and step out in those too. So she is on that level. When you got the money, that's pretty much where it goes. And when you don't got the money, I'm seeing broke folks with them. It's funny, but
Listen, Heather, you already know Versace.
And it's Versace, that was good. Not Chi. Everybody's like Versace. It's not Versace. It's Versace.
Maybe we need to have a Mo breaks down the
vocabulary, because I get ignorant people in my store all the time asking for brands.
Because I'd be saying Versace,
and I tell people
Versace. So what is it again? Let's do it.
Versace.
Okay.
Yes, I'll post the video where Donatella says she hates when people say Versace. It's Versace.
Versace. Okay.
Yes, Versace.
Versace. A little breaking news. So Vegas Golden Knights unfortunately just lost to the Blackhawks 4-3, which means they are officially, as of today, out of the playoffs. This is the first time in our since our inauguration back 5 years ago that we have officially not made the playoffs. And for those diehard VGK fans, this is quite the reality check to most of them, because for most of us that have been into big sports and have had our teams for they've been diehards for, we felt that pain.
Yeah.
But this is the first time since being here they have not made the playoffs.
Hey, I'll say that in 5 years, that's not bad. I still will give them props for what
that's
they've
great,
done,
but and they've had so many issues. I mean, between goalie problems and injuries and the big, so much stuff has happened for this team. The fact that they even had this slight chance. I mean, but the Pacific Division, it necessarily isn't one of the, I don't think, the strongest, but
it isn't. I mean, we had a lot of drama this season with VGK. A lot of drama. A lot of changes in goalies. If Leonard should be the backup instead of starting, like it was all of those kind of issues. And then it was bad.
Steph said made too many trades, and she's still very mad. It's tough. It's a very tough one to deal with.
It is, but we're spoiled.
But this is what's going to make. Yeah, you got to make this stronger, and maybe it's a plus sign for those season ticket holders out there. Hopefully, that season ticket price doesn't jump up. Maybe it can stay the same, if not, because I know those prices have jumped since their first season out here because they've been doing so well, and then not to play so well. Maybe this is a chance to chill out on those higher rates of inflation. But yeah, unfortunately, it's not great, and it's a little too bad for us.
It is. But what about those teams that are 40 years old and 50 years old? They've never been to a playoff team. I don't know. This is par for the course. If Golden Knights ain't going nowhere, we got years to go.
For sure.
We still are Stanley Cup bound one of these days. It's going to happen.
It's still happening.
It's still going to happen. What they do in the off season, maybe it'll be money moves. A lot of people are mad at DeBoer. We will see what happens with him. I mean, this is the part of the game. This is the game. This is what sports is like. There's a lot of changes, internal issues. There's all those things. And we just weather the storm, but we stay true to the fandom. It's a born and raised team. I'm rocking with VGK. Very sad that we couldn't do it this time. You still got the Silver Knights over there playing at Dollar Loan Center. Go check them out.
We got the new lacrosse team coming up this week, I believe.
We still got some homegrown teams.
The arena football team. So WNBA is kicking off. Like it's coming. It's all coming.
This is just one little stumbling block, but we're gonna be back. VGK strong. We're always Vegas.
Listen, born. Heather, you're very correct. Some of the VGK fans could not hack it in the NFL because listen, those trades be popping off.
They sure couldn't. I don't know if they could hack it in any sport. I don't know what they're gonna do. But when you're a sole hockey person,
that's tough.
Go watch. You know what I mean? Like I said, the Silver Knights are still in there playing. Go to Dollar Loan Center, check them out. Support them. They need to fan them too.
Yeah,
and watch some other teams go through the rest of this tourney.
Yeah.
And see what's
up, Les? Thanks for joining in. We appreciate you.
What's up,
We're
Les?
Coming to you live from the Strip. We've got the draft experience behind me and the link flashing their lights. Speaking of,
come on.
What's the score?
64-56 Denver.
Wow. Where's Kente at? Kente, we need your feedback. What's happening wrong for your team right now?
Right.
Also in Vegas on Friday, it's officially Gronk Beach time at the Encore Beach Club.
My party boy is coming to my city. Party
Natalie, you got plans on Friday?
My party bestie is coming to Encore Beach Club on Friday.
Yes, the chain smokers will be there. This is the Encore Beach Club at the Encore Hotel, of course, for draft weekend. This is about to be a big thing. And the weather is finally breaking out here. Like we're back in the 80s. Of course, tomorrow is going to be a little windy. So, hey, if you are coming to the draft, make sure you've got allergy meds, inhalers, whatever you got, because the wind's supposed to kick up tomorrow. But this on Friday looks amazing. And Gronk puts on a party.
That is my party spirit animal. I love it. Gronk.
Speaking of some of our other favorite guys, our guy B Sal. I just ran into him and Jesse on the Strip last night, which was hilarious. Yes, shout out to Brian Salmon and Jesse.
Sure, you guys follow them on Twitter too. Show them some love out there.
Yes, and Instagram as well.
Yes.
So it looks like Brian's gonna be a celebrity player. You know, Sal be hooping, so he'd be out there hooping in a couple leagues with the news team. Looks like he'll be in the celebrity basketball game for charity. It's the Parlor Games. It's gonna be at the UNLV Cox Pavilion on this Saturday. So the doors open at 3. There's a red carpet at 4. You might want to hit B Sal up, make sure he's got his red carpet ready. I know he always is, because he's got it, he's always on the news and showing off his suits. But red carpet's at 4. Game starts at 5. There's tickets, VIP packages, all that stuff. So if you want to head out there, something else to do here in Las Vegas on Saturday. So, check that out. I just, man, Kinte, he said, "You're right, Mo. My Warriors are
they're
struggling.
And I don't know what's going on. And I know my mom is over there at her house just going crazy.
Oh, yeah, her squad, huh?
Yes. Yeah, yes. I may not need to call her tonight if they don't make it.
Yes, Steph.
I bet her $10.
Be staying ready.
I bet her $10.
You did?
I bet her $10 on Sunday's game. She predicted it and manifested as it played out. Denver ended up beating them. I owe her $10. I originally set the bet for $5.
What?
$5 ain't no money. You better make it 10.
Ooh,
so
Mrs. Streets is in your pockets.
Mother, I owe her. I should have bet her this game to make it interesting, but I wasn't gonna do that to her.
You should have went double or nothing.
I should have. My dad stopped betting with her. He was taking all her money.
Really?
I mean, she was taking all his money. She's like, "Your father won't bet with me anymore." I said, "Why?" Because I take all his money. I said, "Oh, well, I'll bet with you today. I'll just do it."
That is so funny.
Here's a funny thing. My parents are technologically savvy in their 70s. I tried to Apple Pay my mom.
Compared to my mom.
They're very technologically savvy. So the day that they lost, I Apple paid her $10. She texted me back. She said, "This girl don't take no Apple Pay. You better bring me some cash." I was like, "Oh, next time I see you, I get some cash."
My mom does have Venmo, though, and does know how to work it. However, if you were to ask her to forward a picture or send a link, that's not
happening. Doreen, we still love you. You still got a phone. That's all good. You still working it.
She's still working
got a phone.
She got that iPhone 8. That's where it's going to stop for her. She got to keep that button. She got to keep that button. All right, so let's get into some NFL.
Now? She's fourth generation.
No, because she needs that button. She needs that button. Okay, so here we are. We got the NFL draft experience. You see Koval laying there in the back, which will be closed from where that Caesars Forum backstage is. So Koval, if you're coming to the Strip and you are attempting to park, my suggestion would be Venetian, Palazzo. You can park for free there, actually, and just mosey your way walking on down the Strip or Koval to get here, because Flamingo is going to be closed from Koval to Las Vegas Boulevard, and Las Vegas Boulevard will be closed from Flamingo down to the end of the Bellagio. So getting around is going to be pretty tough for the next few days if you haven't already attempted to be here. Again, parking maybe at Caesars. Caesars you got to pay, but you could park at Caesars. I think Venetian Palazzo is your best bet. Of course, there's Bally's across the Strip, but anything that you can do, just avoid the Flamingo Koval area, Flamingo Las Vegas Boulevard Koval area. But they got some great stuff. They got the shout out to Mike Dixon. He was doing some live footage from the Play 60 today. The Play 60 is there for the kids to play different football and activities. You've got the link, the hotel where we're at right now. There's gonna be different booths. There's different bar areas, and then they got the whole draft theater. Now, the draft theater there on your left-hand side, the lighted up area, which is right behind me, that's where all the players will be getting called up and selected. That's where you'll see the groups of like 20 to 30 fans for each team that are there rooting on the teams. And that's where all the general admission will be. It is a first come, first serve. So make sure download the One Pass app, because it's really going to give you all of what's happening. For example, there's going to be live concerts after every draft. So on Thursday and Friday, the concerts start at 8:30. Tomorrow is going to be Weezer, 8:30 to 9:30. Friday, you got Ice Cube is in the house, 8:30 to 9:30. And then Saturday, because the draft experience is usually open from 12 to 9 or 12 to 9. Thursday, Friday. It's only open from 8 to 5 on Saturday. So Marshmello is going to be performing 5 to 6 p.m. on Saturday. Just to give you a little hint at who's going to be down here at the Draft Experience and or the Caesar Sportsbook. So with the NFL Draft Experience, they're going to be having 2 locations where there'll be players signing autographs and doing photo opportunities. So Caesar Sportsbook as well as the Draft Experience. Andre Reed, Bo Jackson, Fred Wagner, Darren Waller, Jonathan Ogden, Tony Gonzalez, Marcus Allen on Friday, Deuce McAllister. Max Crosby is going to be down here twice on Saturday doing 2 different time slots for autographs and pictures. Ederin James, Chandler Jones, of course, the new guy, Matt Hasselbeck, and Mike Vick will be at the draft experience on Friday from 3:30 to 6. Deebo Samuel is supposedly going to be here. Now, that's the question I'm wondering is how many people are going to be asking him or bothering him about what's happening with him in the Niners and if he does plan to leave or not.
Did you see the video of the nightclub trying to say he's staying and he did like this?
I did not.
When the nightclub brought the bottle girls over with the the fireworks and everything and a signage that read Deebo staying with the 49ers, and you see him going like, no, I'm not. That mess was funny. Yeah, but it's gonna be a good look. If you look at those personal appearances, there are details and rules with those. They're saying for the Bo Jackson one that there are no autographs. Some are autographs, some are not.
Okay.
Girl, check this out. She's getting her Bo Jackson jersey signed.
I'm not
listening to no rules, but on the app it tells you if it's autographs or not.
I didn't see that part of it. Yeah.
Click on it. You have to click on the details. Because you need to know, and also everybody click on the details of the size of the bag to take, because you can't take large bags. You can't do any of that stuff.
Yeah, and Heather, you're welcome. Whatever we can do to help, because you really have to dig through the app to know. To find the bag policy, I really digged like on 4 or 5 different screens. So the bags, you actually need to have 16 by 14 by 12. So basically like a large purse. They do get searched through the metal detector.
Yes,
you can also bring an empty water bottle. So if you have a canteen or anything, as long as it's empty, they have filling stations inside the draft. So that way you don't have to pay for water, which is a really great thing for me. I love to drink my water. So make sure if you are coming to the draft, bring an empty water bottle or empty water canteen so that you can fill up.
Also, and then, for my Raider Nation family, real quick, Mel. Chuck Woodson going to be at the Forum Shops doing a meet and greet. He's going to be over there. A lot of select players are going to be at some of the different casinos doing events. So try to look on the websites of some of those casinos, because they're going to be players that aren't only in the experience, but also at some of these stores and stuff and shops and casinos doing.
There'll be so many across the board. I'm just going off what the app was saying. So like for my Seahawk fans, like Marshawn Lynch is supposed to be here Saturday from 2:30 to 3:30 at the Draft Experience. Shaquem Griffin. So he's going to be, I have his jersey. I'm going to try and be back here on Saturday morning. He's there 10:45 to 12:15 on Saturday. Hopefully he's signing autographs. Of course, Matt Hasselbeck and stuff, but there's a lot of people all over. This is just what I said again, what was on the schedule for the NFL One app. Make sure you check out the NFL One pass so that you can.
It's a Mitchell and Ness. I need him to sign it. I'm bringing my Sharpie and everything. I don't know
what I got to do.
But get it done. I need him to sign it tomorrow for real.
Yes.
I'm not playing.
Other NFL. Yeah. Oh, Donnell said Deebo was that. Well, this is the Niner faithful here right now, so we'll see. I wouldn't mind taking him. Listen,
you guys.
We'll give you a draft pick. We'll give you a draft pick. Oh, speaking of which, this was hilarious. So the Seahawks social media team clearly knows what's up, because this is how I think all of us feel come draft time, because hang on.
Oh my God.
They said the social media team is not, because it's guaranteed there's going to be at least one time. I'm hoping they don't trade down the 9th pick. I think we could really utilize with that, but we're notorious for trading down, getting more and more picks. I was hoping to see our first pick in the first round, and who knows if that's going to happen. There may be 30 picks we have in rounds 5 through 7.
You guys are winning like an estimated 5 games this season. It's going to take 10 years for you guys to get back to where you were. Just ride it out.
I want to wait until after we get through the draft.
No, ride it out. Say you're going for a cornerback in the first round. There's actually one that's actually really decent. I hope that you guys get. I can't remember that kid's name. Is it Sauce? Is it Sauce?
I don't know.
No, it's not Sauce.
This is my issue too. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm not sure if he's a quarterback or what. But it's a kid from LSU. That's who they're going for you guys possibly predicted. If you get
There's
him,
so many people that are predicting what we may do. Listen, that's why I'm just like, listen, I'm waiting until it happens and evaluate once the picks are done. Because there could be a trade involved. There could be trading for a player and giving some picks. You never know. It's so hard to tell when we're getting down to the wire. So
I need you to get in your mind that it's a rebuilding year for you guys.
I mean, we've been.
Years.
I mean, last year was nothing was happening.
Years.
Last year, this year.
I need you to ride this out and get in your mind that this is where
I'm not
you
writing
are right now.
shit out. I'm going to keep my team.
You can keep
out
your
mouth.
You can
keep your team out your mouth.
You can keep your team, but just realizing what your NFC West is looking like for you.
Oh, I know the NFC West. I mean, Kyler Murray got picked up for his fifth year.
Like. So you're going to be in my world now. Now it's going to be like, welcome to Raider Nation, Mel. Welcome to what we've been through for so long. You are about to feel that. And if I hear you say you're taking an extracurricular activity and not watching your games on Sunday, I'm really going to start clowning you. Because you got to
No, I'm not. I'm still, listen,
okay.
I've been watching, listen, I'm going to sit through. I've watched Bulls games when they were crappy. I mean, how about the Mariners? They're finally doing decent this year. But we've had 22 seasons of no playoffs either. Like, I'm just gonna be rooting for my aces.
Everything. Let's be real. Your plates don't read Mariners. Your plates don't read Bulls. Your plates read Seahawks.
The Bulls have been number one in my heart from the beginning. Like that was the very first team in anything that I ever loved.
I would never know that. Looking at the optics and what your audience knows.
Because there wasn't social media when I was. I mean, if there was social media when I was young, I'm saying
currently now there is social media, and we still don't know. So what I'm saying to you, Seahawks is your baby.
I rep my Bulls.
And I want you to know that it's going to be a storm, but I'm going to be here for you. And I'm not going to clown you. I'm not going to dog you, but I'm just saying.
I'm going to clown on myself. Like, I get it. But my thing is, until we can get a new coach, too, ain't much else changing at some point.
I mean, listen,
we re-signed Geno Smith. Come on.
This is why the Seahawks fans get to be so annoying because they're in this delusional thing. Even when they won the one Super Bowl, this is where they get crazy. And I'm not saying you, but this is how you Seahawks fans are. Y'all be like, oh, yes, this is going to be. No, you're going through a storm.
Those are those post-Super Bowl
dark
fans.
Times are ahead of you guys.
There's been dark times.
Ain't going to be it. And the rumor of Baker Mayfield coming, that makes it even worse. Makes it even worse. So even if that even happens to cross your threshold, that's going to be bad. So just know
I'm a realist. I don't believe that my team is making the playoffs and Super Bowl every year. Like that is not who I am.
You gotta feel that it's gonna be a rough time.
It's gonna be a struggle. I get it.
I get it. Come to the Raider games with me where we can win some games and see some winners. I mean,
the Seahawks will be here next season for the next season. So I'm excited for that. And you guys are coming to Seattle this season, so that'll be cool too.
I want to go.
Hey, I'm down.
I definitely want to go to that one. Because I want to see your mom and go to Seattle. I haven't been in a long time. So I might plan that one.
Crab, see Pike's Place.
Yeah.
Check out Weeks. We'll have to hit up Weeks and see what he's up to.
And not for nothing, too. You got the Kraken still in there. For hockey. Still got the Kraken.
I'm going to stick with the Mariners and the Storm being my backup team. I can't claim.
The Storm, too. The Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You in there.
We're still there. And hopefully the Sonics come back soon too.
I hope so too. But for us Raider fans, we're excited about this draft because we have no picks in the first or second round. We're skating on by.
Did you see the Rams trailer? Did you see the Rams trailer for trying to hijack the draft because they have no picks? They literally had a Hollywood movie with starring some big LA stars as well as they had, Donald was in it, and who are the other guys? It's professionally done. Like it's great. I'm gonna send you the link last time. Actually, I'll post it. I'll post it in the chat too because it's crazy. It's literally a Hollywood. That's what happens when you live in LA. You get Hollywood vibe movies on a trailer for the NFL draft that you have nothing to do with. So
they had to go hijack my city. Come on, stop it. The Las Vegas side is black and silver right now with the lights. Stop it. The Lombardi area of the trophy room is
you're gonna die when you see the trailer. It's hilarious. I wish I would have uploaded it, but it was,
and I'm skating by tomorrow. I better see a ton of silver and black down there tomorrow. I know that.
All right, let's get into some sneaker drops.
Yes.
Because I want to get down this strip and I want to see what's going on. I want to go mix and mingle with with some people in town. So, hey, and also if you are in town and you're at the draft, hit me up, please. DM me, text me if you got my number. If you're down here, I got some Girl Chat Sports pins that I want to give out to those of our supporters that are going to be out and about. They're great. They're free for you guys. So if you check us out, if you're down here, let me know. But sneaker drops.
Shout out to my boy Don Jose real quick on the
Oh,
Girl
look
Cat
at
Sports
that.
custom bling
What?
t-shirt. He's got one for you too, Mel. I've been sweating
Oh
it
my
at work on my shirt. But thank you,
God.
Don Jose. I promise I'd wear it. It's a little tight.
I love
right now.
it.
She's got to lose some weight, but thank you, Don Jose. Thank
We
you.
all do. Thanks, Don Jose. That's
Yes,
awesome.
for doing that.
All right, so we've got the Dunk Low jumbos that are already out. So if you want to look at these, are these the ones? Yeah,
Blazers.
oh, the Blazers. Yeah. Sorry, the Blazers.
That's okay.
These are out now. There were some ones that were pretty nice with the orange jumbo on there. I do have some other ones, but yeah, those are nice. Yeah. The Givenchy. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did. Very good.
Thank you. I'm learning. I can be a good student.
The high top.
Yes, the Reaper City Leather high tops. These are with Josh Smith, I guess, is the artist
one of the
or
fashion
designer.
collabs. And tell them that beautiful price point for those.
I believe it was $850. So hey guys, just another for all the short guys out there, height deficient. These look like they have a pretty large sole on them.
They
so
sure
do,
don't they?
If you need that extra 2 to 3 inches, this may be it. You got to spend some money, but
wow.
So we're back into the. I don't even know. Maybe you can help me say it a little better. But it's the Dornbecker. Yes.
Yeah,
so
Dornbecker,
these are going to be the Nike Dunk Low, the Zoes. The Zoe. These are releasing on the 30th of April. And then you've also got the AJ5 Retro Lows, the Dornbeckers. Yes, these also released. On 4/30. I believe there's like 3 or 4. I just picked a couple of them, but there's like 3 or 4 of them that come out on April 30th.
Yeah, and that's the Dornbecker 4s with the Superman logo.
If anybody got the sneakers app, I need you to help me with this one because these suckers need to be in my closet.
Yeah,
these are the Dunk Lows, the championship court purples. I mean, here's the issue I have is because when the University of Washington Huskies switched over to Adidas, all of my Husky gear that I love is Nike or, well, I just don't want Adidas. So I really need to get these at court purples and the lows. I have a Dunk High court purple that I'm not too, I mean, the Dunk Highs are great, but I need these for like summertime.
No.
Summertime.
I'll help you.
Also, if you missed out on the pandas, there's a different. So the women's Dunk Low, these are called the Next Nature because the backside, which you can't see, has a different texture to it, and these are releasing on the 5th as well. So both the court purples and the white and blacks, aka pandas, May 5th. So if you missed out before, women. Hey Mo, I know you missed those. These ones are fairly similar. It's a little bit more texture and some of the pattern on the back. The what?
The Easter 4s are coming out too. Yeah, I know past Easter, but the Easter 5s are coming out. They had a late release, so I think those are coming out actually this week. I think this Friday is the
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. So. Hey Alicia, good to see you. Hope all is well. So Girl Power. For those of you in Vegas, for those of you into women's college basketball, we do want to do a shout out for Aaliyah Gales. She obviously, if you are in with the news, was shot 10 times at a house party out here in Las Vegas almost 2 weeks ago. She had previously signed a letter of intent with USC, but after her incident, she had 3 different surgeries on her legs and arms. She did again sign a letter of intent with USC on Monday. She was the number 8 recruit in the 2002 class, according to ESPN's Hoop Girls. She was released from the hospital on Saturday, so we're very glad and hopeful for her and that her recovery is able to get her back on the court and hopefully suiting up with USC. So the only issue is there's still no arrest in this case. 4 people got shot, all surviving, but there is still no person of interest and no arrests have been made. That's where the problem lies.
Yeah. Somebody just go out there and do it again.
And you know that these kids know who it was. These kids know who did this. So it was a house party. I believe so. It was house party. Someone, I mean, it wasn't like
Did
they
they
got
drive
shot
by?
from. It wasn't a drive-by.
Just somebody in the party?
I believe so. Granted, I could be wrong. So if I'm wrong, please correct me. But the fact that you don't have nobody.
Well, you have to understand, when people throw house parties, it's always an extension of extension of extension. And if it's put out on social media, strangers just show up. And you never know
Very
who they
sad.
are. You know what
But
I mean?
my thing, I get that, but
and then it could be from
somebody
California,
saw
back on the
something.
road.
You could be giving a sketch artist some details, whether I don't know. I just feel like there's more that could be done, and that people got injured, people were hurt, and the fact that
well, we
they're
know
not turning
always
up
work
any-
can be done, but it just doesn't when it involves a situation like that. Sadly, hopefully they do catch the person, because they usually are very good in this city about catching people on some heinous stuff. And so hopefully our prayers can be answered that they do catch somebody. Maybe they're just not speaking to the public about having. Maybe people that have come forward want anonymity or whatever. How do you say that word? Anonymous. Anonymity. Yes. I can't say it. I can't say it right now.
I know.
Because these doggone Golden State Warriors are losing, and I should have bet tonight.
By 4 points. There's still 10 minutes left. Still 10 minutes left.
There is.
All right, you guys. Again, if you're coming to the draft, hit me up. Let me know what's going on. Mo, I'll see you tomorrow. Again, back
you might
here.
See me tomorrow. I'm trying my best to figure out what time I need to get down there to see Bo. I'm trying to get down there before the 1 o'clock thing.
Okay, we here.
But you're there. I'm gonna try my best
here
because I'm
gonna try and check out the experience. As one of the first ones, I might even take some time at the pool. I mean, options are endless. It was what's funny is I went out to see my clients today, and I was like, "Hey, I'll be off tomorrow. If you need me, reach me on Friday or something." And they were like, "Oh, you're going to the draft." I mean, I can't. Yes, I took the day off from work tomorrow.
Listen, everybody knows. Everybody knows your business with that. They know you're a football girl. Come on, stop it. That ain't no surprise.
And this is crazy. This is my first time to be at a draft. I love watching all 3 days on TV usually, but this is the first time that I've ever been to a draft, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's very exciting for you because I usually just wait till the Raiders take a pick. But I am actually looking forward.
And that's one thing is that people might be joining the show thinking that we're going to talk about, all these prospects. I don't really watch a ton of college football. So the fact that I literally watch the draft to see who gets picked and hear about them and see their story.
Well, that's then me. And that's what I think of too. And I think it's just going to be an exciting time that Vegas is actually having a sports team that can do this and actually.
And then you've got you've got the draft here now, and Super Bowl will be here in 2 years?
Yeah.
2003, 2004. Yeah.
It's going to be exciting. I mean, it's going to be a lot to do and take in. And I think there was actually not too long ago, there was another golf match with Pat Mahomes was just here. It's not the match, but it was another golf match where the athletes were just playing at Wynn recently. I think like 2 days ago. So we're going to see it's a different kind of tournament they were in, but it's the same guys. It's kind of like the prequel to the match. So all those guys were there golfing, and we're going to get more of those kind of tournaments and things coming. Yep. So Vegas is wonderful. Like alive.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, Alicia. I will definitely be sharing pictures. Make sure you follow Girl Chat Sports on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Hey, if you're watching this and you haven't joined our Facebook group, hit the join button. We'll approve you. I'm definitely going to be sharing some pictures, maybe go live and share some videos from the scene. 4 points. It's 8 minutes. I mean, let it happen.
No, we're gonna take over. This is ridiculous.
We're gonna let Mo finish watching this game. I'm gonna get out there and enjoy some festivities for the draft. We appreciate all of you for tuning in. We appreciate you joining, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube. If you're just catching the tail end of this, you can catch the replay, and we'll see y'all next week.
Thanks to everybody joining the chat. You guys have a good one. Stay safe out there.